The coverage you can count on. This is the KFOX 14 Morning News.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Stephanie Guadian. It is Thursday. So glad to see you. We're going to check in with meteorologist Brad Montgomery for a first look at our weather. We've got some windy news.
We knew it couldn't last the good weather too long. It's that time of year, so it's going to be windy. Let's take a live look outside right now. Temperatures mild, 63 degrees. KFOX early morning storm track Doppler, nice and quiet for us this morning. Current conditions at the airport right now, 62. The winds are calm in Las Cruces. The temperature is 54. Your winds are calm. The winds are going to be anything but calm this afternoon. 83 degrees, southwest winds 30 to 40. Gusting to around 50 miles per hour. 82 for you in Las Cruces. Also winds gusting to 50. Wind advisory in effect. Those details coming up. Steph.
Brad, thank you. We also want to help you beat the traffic this morning, taking a live look outside. This is Las Cruces this morning. We're seeing a little bit of red on the screen, so you're going to have some slowdown there on US 70. Other than that, the City of the Cross is looking great this morning. It is 5 o'clock. We have new information that points to speed as a factor in Tuesday's train derailment in Philadelphia. Federal investigators say the train was going twice as fast as it should have been going. The engineer operating the train has been identified as Brandon Bastian from New York. Police say that Bastian spoke to them Tuesday night and initially told investigators he could not recall his speed. KFOX 14 News reporter Chris Welch is live in Philadelphia for us this morning with an update. Chris?
Well, we now know this train was going at more than twice the rate of speed as it should have been, but the question investigators are focusing on now, was it human error or a mechanical one? Investigators say they're focusing on Amtrak train 188's speed as a factor in Tuesday night's derailment, which killed 7 people and injured more than 200. Officials say the train was traveling at more than twice the speed limit of 50 miles per hour when it rounded a bend and jumped the rails. They also tell us the engineer, Brandon Bastian, hit the emergency brakes just moments before the crash. Police are in the process of getting a search warrant for his phone records to determine whether or not he was distracted at the time of the crash.
Clearly, it was reckless in terms of the driving by the engineer. There's no way in the world that he should have been going that fast into the curve.
The NTSB's Robert Sumwalt slammed those comments from the mayor as inflammatory, saying it's too early to make conclusions.
Well, you're not going to hear the NTSB making comments like that. We want to get the facts before we start making judgments.
Meanwhile, passengers are sharing the horror of the moment a routine commute turned into a nightmare.
All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, I went from one side of the train to the other side of the train. It was out of control. And it was very sudden.
Everything was going fine, and all of a sudden, for about 2 seconds, our car started to shake, and before you knew it, we were all flung up against the window. Our car was on its side.
And of course, we can't forget the 7 people killed in this derailment. We're starting to learn some of their identities. They range in age and profession, from a 20-year-old midshipman from the U.S. Naval Academy to an executive from Wells Fargo. Reporting live in Philadelphia, I'm Chris Welch. Now back to you.
Chris, thank you. The Amtrak derailment is trending online this morning. KFOX 14 social media anchor Kajal Dashti has the very latest photos and reaction from people online. Kajal?
Well, here are some of the photos that are being posted on Twitter and Facebook this morning on that Amtrak crash. The photos show just how bad this crash is. In one, you see medics helping those wounded from the accident. And in the other, you see one of the train cars flipped over on its side and people are climbing down from the top. In addition to the death toll, Chris Welch just mentioned, a Maryland man is still missing in the Amtrak crash that derailed in Philadelphia this week. His name is Bob Gildersleeve, and he is the vice president of corporate accounts at Ecolab. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that Gildersleeve's phone was found in the train tracks, and his extended family is in Philadelphia searching for him. The story does have people talking online this morning. Sarah said, in addition to the thoughts and prayers for the victims, I'd like to extend a huge thank you to the first responders. Marion says, if the train conductor or engineer was going above the speed limit, I hope he is criminally charged for causing this accident. And Nancy said, sad prayers to all those who were injured and condolences to the family who lost their loved ones. Amtrak is still my favorite way to travel. The story is trending online this morning. Stephanie?